Soros of attacking India and attempting to weaken democracy.
Adani is accused of stock manipulation and his stock collapsed like a house of cards. Modi is silent on the subject, but he will have to answer questions from foreign investors and in Parliament. I may be naive, but I expect a democratic revival in India.
An international entrepreneur who hedges bets against many countries has now declared his ill intentions to intervene in the democratic processes of India.
Well, on to the market action of the day. The Sensex and the Nifty snapping a three-day losing streak, but did manage to close in the green. The Sensex lost over 300 points. The Nifty lost nearly 100 points today. The Nifty Bank declined over 500 points. And mid-caps also saw sharper cuts compared to blue chips. Well, with earnings season coming to a close, there has been a whole host of earnings downgrades across corporate India in Q3. Prashant is standing by to take us through the big downgrades and some of the upgrades that have come in as well. Prashant.
Well, I have to say that, the earnings trajectory is going in the wrong direction, and one hopes it picks up and takes the right direction. So what are we really trying to do here? The logic is that what matters for stocks and markets is incremental surprise or incremental disappointment. So what we're doing is we've taken what the earnings expectations for, both the NSE, both the Nifty-50 and the NSE 200 were 1 month before. So right before the Q3 earnings season started, what were earnings expectations for the full year FY24 like? And after the earnings season has ended, as earnings continue to come through, how have those earnings expectations moved? So FY24, everything that you will see is FY24 earnings, but the delta, the change over the last 1 month. So with that said, let me just quickly tell you, for Nifty-50, what the picture looks like. 56% of Nifty companies have actually seen earnings being downgraded for FY24. The numbers are on your screen. 28 out of 50 have seen downgrades. 5 saw no change. 6 saw very minor upgrades, between 0 and 1%. There were upgrades in the case of 11 companies. 11, that's about 22% of the companies saw upgrades, whereas 56% of the companies saw downgrades. The biggest, I'll start with the upgrades list because it's a shorter one. The meaningful upgrades were mostly in financials. Bajaj Finserv and SBI up there on your screen. But Britannia and ITC from the FMCG space, and there was a lone auto named Bajaj Auto, which also saw an upgrade. The biggest downgrades coming through in a mix, actually. Divi's, Tata Steel, Kotak Bank, Apollo Hospital,